How are you spending your Friday nights? Toasting your own marshmallows? Fire pit need rekindling? Come on, join us every Friday night at the Fire Pit, where our conversation really heats up.
What do you have?
It is, and it's beautiful, Chicago style hot dog.
Oh yes, and I know exactly why you have that.
From Hot Diggity Dogs. Look
Now,
at the neon relish. I love it. Oh, whoa, Toots. I got a Chicago dog for me.
You didn't get me a Chicago dog?
All right, I'll share.
Well, I'll tell you what, I got you something from Chicago.
Did you?
3 gorgeous men. How's that?
Here, you can have this. Let's go.
That's what I thought.
Gorgeous men.
Listen, if you're a native Nashvilleian, you know that at Hot Diggity Dog, you can get a Chicago dog. But at Fire Pit Friday, the podcast,
we're bringing Chicago to you.
We're bringing Chicago to you with the Steepwater Band. Just as we promised, we've got Chicago and Nashville. Not just a hot dog.
Nope. 3 handsome guys.
3 hot dogs.
3 gorgeous guys are here. And of course, they're rock stars.
Yep. Here in Nashville, bringing their music to you.
We're talking about the Steepwater Band, of course. Everybody knows Fire Pit Friday Live, the Steepwater Band blew the doors off at the Rutledge. And now they're back, and they're playing 3rd and Lindsley here at Nashville, in Nashville, Tennessee. And they're with us, thank you.
Yep.
And we're rocking them.
And I am really excited because I want to know what backwoods psychedelica means.
Okay, the only way we're going to know what backwoods psychedelica is to get it straight from the guys. So Jeff, Todd, and Joe, the Steepwater Band.
Hello, thanks for having us. Backwoods, I guess, would refer to country and blues. And psychedelia would refer to psychedelic music, and kind of scramble it up and put it together.
Mushrooms in the woods somewhere, I guess.
I enjoy playing guitar with this rhythm section.
This rhythm section. Okay, first of all, it's the 3 of you.
Todd
Cynthia, the 3 of them. You had the wall of sound coming out of the 3 of them.
It's phenomenal.
Amazing.
We all write songs. Sometimes I write a whole song, sometimes Todd writes a whole song, sometimes the whole band writes a song.
Don't believe it for a second, I don't write anything. I just get the credit and try to make the money off of it.
You just look good.
Sometimes Joe's beat can change a song enough where he should have a writing credit too, so we just split everything.
The thing is that I zone out so much that I don't even remember what city I'm in most of the time, so I couldn't tell you.
That's the psychedelic part. How long have you guys been together?
A little over 10 years.
Okay, so you guys are a family at this point.
Or marriage.
Oh.
For better or worse.
Ooh.
Sort of.
Yeah, I guess so.
This could be a breaking story.
Not that kind of marriage.
All right, now how did you get the 3rd and Lindsley gig? Was this something that you just kind of, okay, we're going to do 3rd and Lindsley and then paint the town? I mean, how did that happen?
I don't know. Turtle's not here to answer that question.
Steve, who books all our shows, heard it was a great room to play and said, let's play 3rd and Lindsley.
I'm glad you mentioned Steve, because Steve is a great manager for you guys.
Yes.
He's been really working it hard. So.
There's a lot of great rooms in Nashville, but we like to we like the variety, so we're trying a different room this time. Yeah, I just like being in the South in general. Makes me want to go back to playing Southern blues.
Does it?
Yeah, I mean, we already do that, but yeah, it's inspiring.
What kind of name dropping can we do?
Played with Taj Mahal, and Bad Company.
Bon Jovi, did I see that?
Yeah, we played with Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
Government Mule, and all kinds of people.
Wilco.
Yeah, we've been
Maybe we
lucky
can
to
get
share
you
the
with
stage.
Widespread Panic.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Call them, tell
Are
them
you
we want to do a
listening?
gig.
Widespread Panic. You've got to see these guys. Go
Cool.
check it out. Let's talk about your new album. Wow.
Oh, you like it?
Mm-hmm. You worked very, very hard on it. I like everything about what you guys do. And your second, is this your, no, I'm sorry. What number would this be?
Fourth
album.
Yeah.
Is extremely cool. All right. It's out there. Where can people get it?
Our website, or iTunes, or some record stores even, Amazon, all those places.
You guys are out doing it independently right now and making a lot of noise. That's pretty cool. That's something that
We
a
got
lot
really
of
big amps that makes that.
really
We're
big
buying
what?
more.
What's that?
Really big what?
Amps.
Amps. Amps. Yeah.
All right, guys. I have a question about you traveling. You guys are all traveling in a van together with all of your stuff pretty much in the back, and you're towing it from place to place. Does that get kind of old after a while, or is it something? I mean, 10 years you've been together. Tell me about traveling together. I want to know what that's like.
Sort of got to do it, you know? It's like,
Got to clean the van once in a while. Well, the two guys in the front can't hear who's ever in the middle, and the people in the middle can't hear who's ever in the back, so it's like three separate worlds going on.
Yeah.
and it's mainly because we're all deaf.
See, I want some van stories. You got any van
Do you ever like
stories?
leave somebody at the rest stop and drive away? Like,
Thought
bye-bye.
about it
Like
a few
to.
times. Yeah.
It's all right. You have to like
But we
travel.
can still smell each other though.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can't hear each other.
If you don't
but
like
we can still smell
traveling,
each other.
you're doomed. You
So
have
you
to
just
like
what, wear
traveling.
air fresheners around each
Yeah,
other?
I love traveling. It doesn't bother me.
How many miles do you figure you've driven?
Oh God.
Well, we got our van, this van we got 4 or 5 years ago, and it had 70,000 miles on it, and now it has 180,000. So that's 110,000 miles, and that thing's not used for like just around town driving. It's used for touring only. So we've done 110,000 miles.
We've had some long plane rides together too.
Yeah, long plane rides to Europe and stuff.
To Europe, okay. How do you come off in Europe? I mean, are you popular? Do they like your
Starting
music?
to be, yeah.
Yeah, we do really good, specifically in Spain.
What would you do if you weren't playing music?
You always thought, I'm going to be a musician.
Work with small children. I'm Joe, and I'm the drummer. No.
I'd probably drive something. like a truck.
Like a race car, or like
No, like a truck, because I like traveling.
Who would you want to tour
The
with?
good stuff, right?
If you had a choice right now of all of the people who are out there, okay, your record labels say, okay, you're signed. Now I'm going to put you out on tour. Your opinion, who would you want to tour with?
Good question.
Yeah, it is a good car. I'd like to tour like the Allman Brothers, or the Black Crowes, or something, or Widespread Panic. No, I mean we could play.
But like, who would you want? What do you think would
Like
be
you're on
fun?
the bill, baby.
I
You
think
are
it-
traveling.
I want to
with
go on the
this.
road with Bob Dylan,
Yeah, or Bob Dylan would be.
Yeah, that'd be
straight up. So
Yeah.
Bob, if you're out there, call us. Let's go do a tour.
But I think it'd be fun to go on the road with the Allman Brothers at Government Mule, because Warren Haynes is a super cool dude. We hung out with him before, and he seems like a guy it'd be fun to be around every day and play guitars with. So that'd be my answer.
Lots of inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Good lyricist.
Thank you, Joe.
All right, hey, I have a question because she did ask you did you meet at a concert? I mean, how did you meet me?
Well, Joe and I met in college years ago, and then
Didn't finish. Well,
What?
nothing.
Did I
Didn't
quit
finish
college?
didn't finish college. Yeah.
go
Gee, Jeff.
We're like, yeah, you
thank
know,
thank you for that.
edit.
music was a little more important than school, I guess, at that point.
Kids.
Something.
Remember that?
And then, so then a couple years later, Joe and I ran into a friend at a Black Crowes concert, and Jeff was playing in a band with that guy. And then shortly after that, they needed a rhythm section for that band, and then Joe and I joined that band, and that's how we started playing.
Actually, Todd joined it first, But then everyone kept telling them that they had to have me because if you got Todd, you got to have me. Because we had been playing together in bands for years prior to that. And,
It's a package deal.
So
Oh, well, you trust each other,
that's the
right?
extension part of the story.
And 10 years later, Mark Ford, who was playing in the Black Crowes the night we met, produced our new record. So it's kind of
Wow.
Isn't that
So
cool?
it's come full circle then.
Yeah, like 10 years later.
Or at least
That's
three-quarter
neat.
circle.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
it's
I
always,
don't
there's
think
always
that,
room for
maybe that's
improvement.
coincidence.
Yeah.
Seems odd to me.
We're on our 10th reunion tour right now.
10th reunion.
So you'll do what?
It's our
10th
10th
year.
reunion. Yeah.
You also have your music placed in different shows, different television shows, correct? Do you want to?
Couple?
Just name the title of your song and then the show that it's on, so that people can kind of reference that.
Do you remember what?
I think Revelation Sunday was
that's
in an
right.
episode of that Friday
Night Live.
Friday
Friday
Night
Night
Lights.
Lights, that football show?
Yep,
That
yep.
is a great song.
Oh,
Burn,
thank you.
burn,
She remembers it.
Yeah, that's my air guitar. That's what I'm thinking. Okay.
What else?
Invincible.
He had a song in the movie Invincible.
That's the
Wahlberg
Vince, is that
movie.
the Vince Papale thing, right? Where he was a football player, wasn't
Yeah.
he?
Yeah, the Eagles
you got
guy,
like a
right?
football theme going on.
We do.
Yeah,
I
I
like
didn't
football.
notice
These
that.
guys don't really care for it too much, but
And then
I was pretty happy about that.
My Name is Earl. A couple songs.
Funny show.
Yeah.
What are the songs in that?
Dead Horse.
Was there another one too? Or no?
I think Dead Horse and used twice.
Oh, okay. The coolest thing was going to see that Invincible movie at the theater for me, and then the credits roll at the end, and there's our name on the
Wow,
credits
yeah.
in
Yeah.
the
That's
movie
cool.
theater, you
That's
know.
a
And
big
for me,
deal.
I thought that was just
yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, groovy stories.
none.
You mean the guys that are tearing down their equipment at 2 in the morning and loading a van while all their friends are out there hitting on women? Yeah, that's us.
Yeah, you don't have anybody running alongside your van, you know.
We're gonna change
screaming
that.
and-
We're totally
Easy
gonna change
man.
that.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
depends where we're at.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are
Barcelona, they're
sexy. You're awesome on stage. You're all fabulous. I don't know why any girl wouldn't want to come out and just like salivate over your show.
I like the way she thinks.
Take a look at the Sommet Center because that's where the Steepwater band is going to be playing next time we
Steepwater
interview.
at the Sommet, you know
I
something,
got a
works.
funny story about that actually.
All right.
I went on tour in February and March with my friend's band as a drum tech, and they were opening for Motley Crue. And they played at the Sommet Center thing, and I was the drum tech for the show. Well, we had a day off the day before, and we were in a little bar, and the waitress or whatever was talking to us, and like, oh, you guys in town playing a gig? Or are you guys in a band, you know? And my buddies are like, yeah, we are, you know. So where are you guys playing at? And they're like, across the street in that big thing over there. And the chick was like, come on.
Yeah, right.
And like, no, I'm pretty sure that's where the gig's at. It's like across this, like in that big arena thing or whatever,
Love
you
it,
know?
love it.
And because it was like their first tour, they're like unknown, their first big tour opening on a big thing or whatever. And they were just like, we laughed like all night about it, like how funny that was for somebody to go like, well, where are you guys playing at tomorrow? And have to go, oh, like the arena across the street, you know?
Yeah,
The one that
Alamo
seats like
Dome.
50,000.
funny.
Yeah.
No, that's wonderful. It's not out of reach. I mean, especially for the Steepwater band, it's not out of reach.
Well, we
at
played
all.
that one show with Bon Jovi in an arena, and that was
That's a big.
that's
deal.
pretty
It's fun to
surreal.
play in a trio in an arena.
Oh, I
Three
bet.
of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you guys
Ooh.
are big, so I think that you feel it, no?
As long as the sound guy's pumping it through
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
speakers like it
Yeah.
should be. it's
People
fun.
said we sounded great at that gig.
You do
there
sound
were-
great.
There were people up in
You
the
do.
like nosebleed seats that we knew, like friends that were like, you sounded great up there. That was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, you do. You guys
They heard
sound
us in Iowa that
awesome.
night, I think.
The what?
They heard us in Iowa that night,
See,
I think.
they're even cheering for you now.
Yeah,
We're falling.
yeah. Something's happening.
Well, I absolutely love you guys. And Cynthia, what do you think?
I
This is
think
your
they're
first
awesome.
time meeting
It's
them.
my first time meeting them, but I did go and listen to your music.
Oh,
And I
cool.
think you guys really rock. I mean,
Thank you.
I'm not a musician, so see, that's coming from a total.
Well, you want to come across the people that aren't musicians.
No knowledge
Not everybody in the
person.
crowd is going to be musicians.
You know, and you guys are great. See,
But
when
we're
I
not
hear
stunt
that,
people, you know.
no,
No.
and you won't be jumping off
We
the
don't know
bridge with
anything
me
about
either.
jumping off.
Contrary to what your mother used to say to you. If someone says jump off the bridge, will you? No.
Oh.
No.
Well, thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Doing all this.
Seriously, next time we meet, we're going to meet in the arena.
Yeah.
Let's just make it
Can we get
Do it.
backstage? Are you going to let us backstage?
sure.
We'll get passes in there because I want one of those passes.
You got Todd's
Yeah.
address for the bill
Yeah.
for all this?
I would be satisfied just meeting again at the Rutledge, actually, CC.
Yes, of course, all
I
of the
would love to
places.
do that.
We're not dissing any of the venues here in Nashville. We
No.
love them all, and the Rutledge is one of our favorites. Everybody knows we do shows there, but
Yeah. So if the so
you
many
guys are,
they'll do another one.
yeah, but they're destined to go huge.
We'll just book 7 nights at the Rutledge.
There you go.
Well, that would be great. That would be fantastic. Actually,
You know
could
what's
play
really
there
great
and there.
too is that you guys are really humble, and I think that you're going to stay that way. I do.
I don't want to stay that way.
You don't.
I think it's funny when people come up to us and they're like they just met us or something, and like they'll come up to me like after they've known us for like a week or two and be like, dude, I can't believe how cool you guys, how nice, everybody's like super nice. And it's like, why not? Like,
Right. I think that
it surprises you.
it's important to stay that way. All right, so it's getting to be about that time, guys. You're going to be playing 3rd and Lindsley pretty soon.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
Yes.
It's a big deal.
Yes.
Yeah. Should
All
be
right.
pretty cool.
Nashville. Nashville, I'm talking to you right now. You have got to check out the Steepwater Band. Go to their website, which is,
Steepwater.com.
it's that easy.
Yep.
Check them out, listen to them, and if you're in Nashville, there's no reason why you can't come to their shows. So you have your shows posted. Pretty
Oh, yeah.
much, they're all posted. And we would like to come to Chicago sometime and visit you guys.
You should.
Yeah, we'd
Is
like
that
to
an
hang out.
invitation?
You sure
course.
can. Yeah.
Okay, it's on
Anytime.
film.
Yeah, and we'll go up and we'll be on their turf for a little bit and maybe film them in Chicago.
You can have a real Chicago dog then.
Okay.
Oh, I can hardly wait. Good night, everyone.
See ya.
From Nashville, Tennessee, the Steepwater Band. Go check them out.
Bye.
Okay.
Okay, that was the rehearsal. Now let's do the.
Yeah.
It's amazing how you convince yourself to believe what you say. But anyway, well, I sure never care what the people saying, but this time it's right on the money. And it seems to me you're the only one who ever find yourself funny.
Excuse me.
So far away. I saw you down at the local bar.
Hi everybody, it's Cece with Fire Pit Friday, and this is our Los Angeles edition. And coming to you this week on the Fire Pit, we've got lots of great exciting things. And like we promised this year, we're concentrating on film, television, kind of like, you know, the movie side of things on Fire Pit Friday. So this week, it makes sense to be in Los Angeles.
Hi, this is Keith Willard, and I'm here in California with Fire Pit Friday. Yay, yay!
Hi, like I promised, we're here with Keith Willard. He's a stunt coordinator here in beautiful sunny California. How do you start out to be a stunt guy? Where does this all come from?
Well, you know, a lot of people have different goals and dreams in life, and you know what? I started when I was a kid watching John Wayne on TV. They kind of, when I was watching with my dad, we would always go, wow, look at him jumping off the train and all of this, and that's a stunt man. And so my dream kind of followed, and I want to be a stunt man, so I came to California, and
And here you are.
here I am.
Well, you're an adventurous kind of guy because your history a little bit with, you were in the Navy SEALs.
Yes, I was in the Navy SEALs for quite a few years.
Okay, that's kind of a great prep to becoming a stunt man. But how do you go from being a Navy SEAL into being a Hollywood stunt man?
Well, you know what? I was pretty fortunate. Like I said a few minutes ago, I had a dream, and one of my first movies was Navy SEALs.
Oh,
So
okay.
the director and the producers came down to a place where I was working as an instructor, and I said right there, what a better time to let somebody know my dream. So I told the director and the stunt coordinator, and they gave me like 3 months leave, and that was my first movie, and my dream came true, and they started teaching me stunts.
That's inspiring.
So,
That
yeah.
is so inspiring. So, I mean, that's kind of your mantra in life. If you have a dream, a passion, a goal, you just find a way to do it.
Just you find a way to do it. You know, one thing my father taught me was you're gonna fall quite a bit, but when you fall, just make sure you fall on your back so you can see your way coming back up. You know, so, and I've always stuck with that. You know, as a dad, my dad is kind of
A
like
good influence.
Oh yeah, big time. He pushed me the whole way.
And if you're gonna fall, you might as well be a stunt man.
Exactly. You know?
Okay, now stuntman, on your bio, your resume. Okay, rigging, tracking, falling, dragging. Some of these things you don't normally see on a resume. So you have to learn how to fall. You have to learn how to get back up again. I mean, what kind of training do you go through for this kind of stuff?
Well, you know what? A while back, there were a couple of different schools that you could go to, but a lot of times what happens is once you get out here, you meet a certain crowd of people, stuntmen. And if you've got a good attitude and they take a liking to you, then what they'll do is on the weekends they work out, whether it be driving cars, whether it be practicing fighting, riding horses. You go out and they'll start teaching you kind of the tricks of the trade.
Any favorite stunts?
Every one of them is fantastic, no matter what it is.
And you've jumped out of airplanes?
Over 3,500 times.
And you've been dragged by a horse?
Several.
And you've been blown up?
Many.
And you go home at the end of the night, do you soak in a big old bath of ice water?
No, not at all. I mean, I've been pretty fortunate. You know, I just go home and think about what a great day it was and how much I love my job.
You've got a cool business going on. Can I ask about Brand X?
Well, Brand X is one of the stunt groups in Los Angeles. You've got quite a few. You've got Stuntman Association, International Association, Stunts Unlimited. And it's a group of guys that have banded together that work a lot together and help each other out. And Brand X is just one of the groups.
Okay.
You know, we're probably one of the top groups, but you know,
All right, and that's basically
www.brandxstunts.org.
Okay, so anybody can go check that out
Anybody can
and
go
appreciate
check
the stuntmen. That's a true family of men.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. And a favorite movie you've done?
I got to tell you, all of them have been pretty doggone good, but it's a couple. One would be Black Hawk Down, which was just a joy to me, and it was exciting. And another one was one we just finished, was Iron Man. I was one of the stunt coordinators.
Okay, so you were coordinating that, and you didn't really have a stunt role or anything?
No, I was just telling all the guys, you know, how to go about doing things, what to do, and being very jealous because I couldn't do them. You know, I just sit back behind the scene.
Well, that must have been exciting. Iron Man was very successful, so you contributed to that part. And for the new stunt people watching, if there's anybody out there who's thinking about doing this, you just say, go ahead and follow your dreams.
Just follow your dreams and just come in with a great attitude. And come in, you know, ask questions, come in with a little bit of training. Because, you know, one thing that we as, I guess, veterans can say we do not like that much is someone comes in and goes, well, hey, I could be a stunt man or stunt woman. I'll fall on my head. It's just not that simple. You got to know how to fall on your head. So ask questions and, you know, practice. But just have a great attitude because that's a big part of it.
You heard it here, folks. Fire Pit Friday with Mr. Willard. He is the stunt man to watch out, stuntman coordinator to watch out for. He's here. You're not going to hurt me, are you? Don't.
Hey, I'm Natasha Hopkins. I am a stunt woman. I'm a girl on fire.
Cynthia, we are here with the stunt woman.
We are. This is Natasha Hopkins. And Natasha is starting her stunt career in a big way.
So Natasha, tell us about it. Tell us.
Okay, so my first film was Sky High, and Scott Rogers and Darren Prescott and Chris O'Hara, and Frosty, Craig Silva, they all worked on that film, and since then they've branched off and worked on a lot of films, and they keep me coming. So from then I've worked on a lot of other films, like, Crank and Beer Fest, which was fun, and Game was really cool. So I feel like I've just been so fortunate and blessed to be able to meet the people that I have who've been able to mentor me and kind of, get to know, you know, like set etiquette and just things that you don't really know until you're on, you know, and they're like, wait, you can't wear flip-flops to set. You're like, well, I didn't know, you know. So a lot of people just took me under their wing and taught me so much, and from then it's just been a consistent ride. But I feel like I train and I do my part.
So it's a real learning experience for you. And you're trying to learn as much as you can so that you have a lot to bring to the table.
Right, exactly. So I feel like I'm prepared when they call me. Then I feel like I'm ready. If I'm not going to do it.
What are some heroes as being a stunt woman right now? Who are some of your heroes?
I would definitely say April Whedon-Washington. She's one of the ones who took me under her wing and taught me very much, and have a lot of respect for her. I put Jeannie Epper, of course. Unfortunately, I work with so many more men than women.
I was going to ask you that.
Now I'm thinking about
How is it for such a young girl to get thrown into this big sea of men?
Yeah. I like it because I learn from them, you know, on like a personal level, on a relationship level, and, you know, and stunts is like, it's such a big part of, I think, anybody's life who's in it, and they're really smart. You know, I learned so many things like finances and corps, and you know, so it's just I'm happy on and off set with the stunt guys.
That's super.
And the woman too, and the woman, you know, they're not. You would think, you know, they would be catty and you know, with all the drama, and I really have not experienced anything like that.
Now, is there a favorite gag you've done, or?
Working on Spider-Man 3, I think was really great because it's such a huge big budget film, and working, you know, with the other actors and the director, and it was just like, wow, I can't believe I'm working here like it. So I think with being on a set like that, and you know, trying to just consume as much as I can, I think that was nice. And the fall was nice, but the stunt itself was pretty. It was pretty simple and really safe. But I think just being on the set. You know.
Where are you originally from?
Originally, I'm from Germany, from Wems, Germany.
Really?
Yeah.
So this is a long way.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's originally. I was there for 5 years, and then Saudi Arabia for 5 years, and then I moved to Texas. So when people say originally, I say that, but I claim Texas. I'm a Southern girl.
You're a Southern girl?
Yes.
All right. You said you cook?
Yes.
All right, a stunt woman who cooks. That's awesome. She's a girl on fire. She can do it all, and you can like do a roll and there's dinner. So dating, let's just do a little bit. Now here you are, stunt woman. How do you like approach dating like that? Hey, I can do that role much better than you can.
Watch it.
My last relationship, it was really difficult because he didn't understand night shooting. Like, but it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, well, you know, and then I would come home with bruises, and he didn't like it.
Yeah.
And it made me feel uncomfortable. And I'm like, you know what? I'm a woman. This is what I do. I'm gonna have scars. I'm gonna have bruises. And I would need somebody to really be secure and be strong and really know what I do, and know that I have a passion for it. So it's been a little difficult. It's been extremely difficult.
But she's ambitious.
Yeah.
She's forward-looking. She's focused.
Yeah.
You're a girl on fire.
You're a girl on fire, Natasha.
I love it.
Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic. And helping out the next generation. Really, that's what it's about.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, that's what old broads like us are trying to do right
That's
now.
what it's all about. Makes you feel good.
Natasha,
No
thanks for
boundaries.
talking to us.
Thank
No
you.
boundaries.
No boundaries at all. You're a girl on fire. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you. Thank you too very much.